Best ETFs for long-term wealth building. Exchange-traded funds, ETFs, have become a popular investment choice for long-term wealth building due to their flexibility, low cost, and diversification benefits. They allow investors to gain exposure to a wide range of assets, sectors, or regions, providing an easy way to invest for the future. Whether you're new to investing or looking to fine-tune your portfolio, the right ETFs can help you grow your wealth steadily over time. Here are some of the best ETFs to consider for long-term wealth building. Hasher 1, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, VTI. The Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, VTI, provides exposure to the entire U.S. stock market, including large cap, mid cap, and small cap stocks. This broad-based ETF offers investors a diversified portfolio that includes thousands of U.S. companies across various sectors. With its low expense ratio and historical performance, VTI is an excellent choice for long-term growth. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Diversification. VTI includes exposure to all sectors of the U.S. economy, helping mitigate risk. Low costs. Vanguard is known for its low expense ratios, which means more of your money stays invested. Strong performance history. Over the long term, the U.S. stock market has shown a strong upward trend, making VTI a solid option for growth. 2. SPDR S&P 500 ETF. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF tracks the performance of the S&P 500 index, which includes the 500 largest publicly traded companies in the U.S. This ETF is a popular choice for investors looking to invest in blue-chip stocks with a strong history of stability and growth. As one of the most widely traded ETFs in the world, SPY is a go-to for those aiming for long-term wealth accumulation. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Exposure to top U.S. companies. The S&P 500 represents large, financially stable companies that are leaders in their industries. Long-term growth potential. Historically, the S&P 500 has delivered strong returns over the long term, making SPY a reliable choice. Liquidity and reliability. As one of the largest ETFs, SPY offers high liquidity and minimal tracking error. 3. iShares Core MSCI Emerging Markets ETF, IEMG. The iShares Core MSCI Emerging Markets ETF, IEMG, provides exposure to stocks from emerging markets, such as China, India, and Brazil. Emerging markets can offer significant growth potential, as they often have faster economic growth rates than developed markets. IEMG includes a wide range of companies, from small to large, across multiple industries, allowing for greater diversification within these rapidly developing regions. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Growth potential. Emerging markets have the potential for higher growth, which can translate to higher long-term returns. Diversification. By adding exposure to emerging markets, you diversify your portfolio beyond developed economies. Low cost. IEMG is a low-cost ETF, making it an affordable way to gain exposure to international growth markets. 4. Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF, BND. For investors looking to add stability and income to their portfolios, the Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF, BND, is an excellent choice. This ETF provides broad exposure to the U.S. bond market, including government, corporate, and mortgage-backed securities. Bonds are generally less volatile than stocks and can provide a steady income stream, making them a valuable addition to a long-term investment strategy. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Stability. Bonds tend to be less volatile than stocks, helping to reduce overall portfolio risk. Income generation. BND provides regular interest payments, which can be reinvested for compounding growth. Diversification. By adding bonds to your portfolio, you balance the risk of equity investments with more conservative fixed income securities. 5. Vanguard FTSE All-World ex-US ETF VEU. The Vanguard FTSE All-World ex-US ETF VEU offers exposure to global markets outside of the United States, including both developed and emerging markets. This ETF includes companies from Europe, Asia, and other regions, giving you broad international diversification. By investing in VEU, you can take advantage of global growth opportunities while balancing the risk of being too concentrated in U.S. stocks. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Global exposure. VEU provides diversification across international markets, helping you tap into growth opportunities around the world. Developed and emerging markets. The ETF includes both developed and emerging markets, offering a mix of stability and growth potential. Low fees. Vanguard's low expense ratio ensures that more of your investment is working for you. M6. iShares MSCI ACTY ETF. The iShares MSCI ACTF is a global ETF that tracks the MSCI All Country World Index. It provides exposure to stocks from both developed and emerging markets across the world, including the US, Europe, Japan, China, and others. ACWI is an excellent choice for investors seeking broad global exposure without having to pick individual country or regional ETFs. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Global diversification. ACY offers exposure to stocks from a wide variety of countries, reducing risk by spreading investments across different markets. Exposure to both developed and emerging markets. ACWI gives you access to growth opportunities in both stable economies and high-growth emerging markets. Cost-effective. As a low-cost ETF, it offers a simple, affordable way to invest globally. 7. Invesco QQQ ETF. The Invesco QQQ ETF tracks the NASDAQ 100 index, which consists of 100 of the largest non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ stock market. Many of these companies are in the technology sector, including well-known names like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. With its focus on tech and innovation, QQQ is an attractive choice for those seeking long-term growth potential. Why it's good for long-term wealth building. Technology exposure. Many of the companies in the NASDAQ 100 are leaders in technology and innovation, providing strong growth potential. Performance history. The NASDAQ has outperformed other major indices over the long term, making QQQ a strong contender for wealth building. Diversification within the tech sector. While tech is the focus, QQQ includes companies across various subsectors, adding diversification within the industry. Conclusion. When it comes to building long-term wealth, ETFs are an excellent investment option due to their low fees, diversification, and growth potential. By selecting a mix of ETFs that offer exposure to U.S. stocks, international markets, bonds, and specific sectors like technology or emerging markets, you can create a diversified portfolio that grows over time. Whether you're just starting to invest or looking to optimize your portfolio for the long term, these ETFs provide a solid foundation for your wealth building journey.